Buenos dias, clase. So I'm going to go ahead and go over what's going to be on the test that you have to take next week. I'll open the window to take the test Monday, and you'll have through, I think, Friday at midnight to take it. Should be pretty easy. It's the same chapter test that you've always had on VOSAs. So you'll have 30 questions in different sections. So I'm going to tell you right now what's going to be in each section, what you need to do to be able to do well. Remember, you can use your notebooks, so write this stuff down, and it will make your life very easy. Okay, so the first section is simply you will be given a word in English, an adjective in English, and you will have to choose the correct Spanish translation. So it's multiple choice. Again, for example, you'll get sad, and then you'll have a bunch of different words, and you'll have to choose triste. Okay, that's section 1, numbers 1 through 5. Section 2, or B rather, you're going to have another 6 through 10. You'll have 5 more in this one. And for this one, you'll be given a subject in Spanish, and you'll have to choose the correct adjective that would describe that word that they give you. So you have to make sure everything, this is one that would matter, your understanding of everything's got to agree in gender and number. Gender and number, gender and number. So pay attention to that. If the subject they give you singular, you need a singular adjective. If it's masculine, you need a masculine, so on and so forth. So that also should be fairly easy for you guys. Okay, section C, or the third part rather, you're going to have a little grammar. You'll have ser and estar. That will be your 2 selections. You will be given an adjective in Spanish, and then you will have to choose whether ser goes with that adjective or the estar goes with that adjective. So early on in this chapter, if you remember, when we took the notes for ser and estar, certain adjectives go with ser. For example, those are characteristics. So if you were going to say, I'm a man, you would say soy hombre. That would be ser. If you were going to say that you are happy, that would be estar. Estoy feliz. Okay. So that's that section. That's 11 through 15. 16 through 20 is going to be like the question quiz and the question destreza. You're going to have a question with a blank, and you're going to have to choose the correct and appropriate question word for that question. So that'll be 16 through 20. 21 through 25 is the paragraph that you read. And you are going to have to tell whether the statement given to you is true or false, cierto o falso, based on what they say. So you have to read that little part. It's going to give a description of somebody, true and false. Then for listening, numbers 26 through 30, the end of the test, the listening portion is going to be telling time. But this should be a lot easier than the exercises, the actividades that we did. So you just have to listen. Remember, if you're hearing es la menos, you have to bump up an hour. Anytime that you have, or excuse me, bump down an hour. So if I say son, if you hear es la una menos cuarto, well, then the answer is going to be 12:45. So if you hear menos, you go down. If you hear mas or you add. So not mas, that was my bad. So if you hear son las 2:17, that would be 2:17. So those should be pretty easy. So you'll get the time, you'll have to choose the correct time. And they're all pretty different, you know. A couple of them might have, you got to pay attention to if it's in the morning, if it's in the evening, if they say de la mañana, de la noche, you'll have to kind of pay attention to that stuff too. So it should be pretty easy. If you guys have any questions about anything, send me an email and I'll get back to you. But good luck to you guys, and I hope you do well. Hasta luego.